we're going to talk about sales funnels. Now, there's a few things that I want to get out of the way before I get started. This is something that I do every single day. I work with people, coaching them through sales funnels, product launches, those types of things. So, the one thing that they all come to me and they generally tend to lack when they're trying to figure out how to make an income online is they don't necessarily believe that they can do it. They don't know that they can do it. So does everyone here not just kind of like, it'd be nice if, I could get away from my job, or I could do this, or I could make my business better, but does everyone here actually believe that they can do this, that they can earn an income online? Everyone? I got one, I got two, I got three. Oh, we got 8 people out of everyone that believes they can do it. Awesome. So, you 8 people, we're going to enjoy this one. For the rest of you, I hope by the end of this you'll know that you can do this. So we are going to talk about sales funnels. That's my picture of me. It's really fun. Quick disclaimer, Ricky did give me full license to wear whatever I wanted, which would usually have been that. So instead of doing that today, my wife suggested I actually dress up a little bit. So I put this on. But that's what I was going to wear this morning, so you're lucky my wife was around. A little bit about me, 13-time award-winning digital product creator, so that's in many different niches. This is based on launching products. I'm going to show you a couple different funnels where we talk about so much. We're going to talk about cold traffic, we're going to talk about warm traffic, because some statistics that are out there are based on warm traffic. So you get a really good idea of statistics that are for people that have proven to buy, but your conversions are going to be very, very different on people that don't buy or haven't proven to buy. Anybody here actually started building a list and they have a whole bunch of people that don't buy anything that they try and sell them? Okay, a couple people, good. Yeah. That's called cold traffic. And we're also going to talk about some premium pricing. So we're going to get into it, because what you'll find is it's a lot easier. I heard someone say they'd rather sell a $20 ebook. Well, I don't even want to sell a $20 ebook. I'd rather sell that ebook for 47 bucks. Just brings that price point that much higher. I'm not actually yelling, it's just sliding. So I also work with a lot of different people on lunch consulting. So, is that there? Yeah, we're good? In here? Okay, cool. So I also work with different guys on their launches. So when they have a product that they want to launch, if you have something that's digital that you want to launch, or even a physical product, not so much into that, because I like not having to do any real actual work, stuff that you can do by the pool. That's what I specialize in. I don't like doing, it's the truth. This is what I do, man. I can't, you check out my Facebook page, it's all I do is sit by the pool. But I work with all these people to show them how they can make their funnels a lot stronger. So some people will go, okay, I've got this funnel here, I got this, and this. But there's so many different ways and layers that you can add extra sales, you can add more value to the buying process. And that's what I do. Now before that, I was also a top affiliate. So my particular niche that I was in was the MMO niche. Everyone know what that is? What that stands for?
Money online.
Yeah, good stuff. So that was the niche that I was really popular in when I was doing affiliate marketing. The problem is I find that too many people have such a low barrier of entry. So while I'm still in that niche, I've kind of moved into the MMO, but for businesses. So businesses that want to make money online. Make money online. So it's a huge marketplace, but opportunity seekers will generally buy things for $4. Now the problem is you get a lot of people that can only afford $4. You can't build a business with $4. So I kind of moved out of that niche, and I don't do so much in the affiliate marketing anymore. I work with businesses and show them how to get traffic. If you can build a list that will buy affiliate products in the make money online niche, which is, by the way, one of the more expensive niches that you can be in, you can take your hot sauces and turn it into a recipe book that then leads into like having a chef come in and cook and selling big ticket items for that. So I also, like I said, I work every day, all day with people doing this. This is what I do. I do it by the pool, mind you, but this is what I do. So what we're going to talk about today is how to set up a profitable sales funnel. And I actually brought a case study, well, 2 different case studies, but they rely on the same product, because I wanted to show you the power of premium pricing. So these are case studies. I'm actually going to show you guys some numbers this month. We rushed this product out so I would have these stats for you guys. And my presentation, by the way, was just made last night on an iPad, so there may be some things that are a little bit glitchy in here. We're also going to talk about profiting from passion, because this is one thing has anybody ever been told, follow your passion? Like, find your passion, get online, and then go sell it? Anyone? Yeah. What happens? Your passion doesn't sell shit. Nobody buys it because that's your passion. So we're going to talk about how you can actually profit from passion, but I'm going to show you a different type of passion. And then we're going to talk about how to become an expert in 1 hour. Now this isn't the order because I saw some other stuff last night here and I was like, I'm going to change this up a bit. So we're going to start off with the passion part where I think we already addressed this. So follow your passions. Or you could follow other people's passions. Puppies, sports, and a quick story about the sports. My passion is sitting by the pool. You can't really make that profitable. So what I did last year, and I think it was 2 years ago, the big trend was selling t-shirts online. Like people wanted to yeah, let's sell t-shirts. I saw a guy in the lobby with one actually that I saw online. So he bought a Teespring shirt. But the thing is that there were so many sports pages out there that I was like, I'm going to try this. So I went, and these guys were passionate about the Seahawks. I found a guy who ran a really big page about the Seahawks, and I just sold some sweatshirts. It took me 5 minutes to create. I made $200. So we decided to go sell t-shirts, and we sold another $200 or $400 off of it. But that's on someone else's passion, right? That's not my passion. That's someone else's passion, and guess what? That's profitable. Sitting by the pool is not profitable. You can't attract me into your funnel by selling me on sitting by the pool because it takes a whole lot more to get me going. But if you find something I'm passionate about, it's really easy to create a funnel that will be profitable. So the easiest way, in my opinion, now there's some other opinions that may differ, but to earn an online income is creating a product that helps other people follow their passions or solve their problems. This is done on Google, guys. I'm going to walk you through this. I want to talk about an expert, but I'm going to get back to that little helping other people with their problems and passions in a minute. A person who has a comprehensive and authoritative knowledge or skill in a particular area. So if someone is looking to say, I don't know, train their dog, if you were to spend an hour trying to figure out how to do that, do you think you might know more than the brand new puppy owner? You've become an expert in an hour. It's actually this easy, and I'm telling you right now that just based on this, plus the next example, lazy people, you can take that to the bank because it's more knowledge than they currently have. And I'm not selling go out and sell them coaching on how to train their puppy, but if you want to get out and you want to start making money right away, a puppy guide on training is pretty easy to do. You guys ever seen this on Facebook or Twitter? Anybody ever ask you a stupid question that they could go Google? But they don't. So they just, it's the stupidest thing you've ever seen. But they ask this question and you go Google it and you find the answer in 3 seconds and you go back and do it. You just post it and you're like, yeah, what a dummy. He just made you do work for free. You're not profiting off that. So take other people's laziness, take it to the bank. Instead of doing that, find a bunch of different questions in one niche, turn it into a product and sell it for $47. Is that how much time I have left? Sweet. Scrooge McDuck is my favorite. Okay, this guy was all about money, but that's the key. When you're thinking about making money online and you want to profit from other people's passions or problems, find out what they have problems with. Forums, Yahoo Answers, Facebook, Twitter. People have questions absolutely everywhere you look. And as long as you're looking in the right places, which is, by the way, using the right word when you type it into Google, you're going to find different things that you can create products on. We live in a buy as much as we can, as fast as we can, do as little as possible world. Anyone disagree with that?
No. Life hacks. They call it life hacks, right? The term life hacks.
What's life hack?
Life hacks.
Okay.
Just Google it, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'm getting to the top. Come on. No, but does anyone disagree with this at all?
No.
Okay, cool. Has anyone shopped? No, yeah, see, we don't even want to Google stuff. That's the thing. Anyone ever shopped here?
Yeah. Yep.
Does anyone have that silly belief that Amazon and eBay are actually cheaper than buying stuff from the store still?
Nope.
No, but you keep doing it. Because you're lazy. You don't want to go out and actually buy it. You're like, I want to do this, I want to buy it, and I want it to come to the door. And it will. Groupon. Oh my goodness, do I love this thing. My wife thinks it's a deal. 3 days later, she finds something for $4 that she just paid $14 for and thought it was a screaming deal. Sears online, Costco online. Now, I'm not going to jump too much into the arbitrage business, but you can take these items and sell them here and make a premium markup price. So I won't get too much into that because I know someone else is there. There you go, sorry, I'm done. That's it. But these sites prove the fact that we like to just buy stuff and buy stuff now. We don't particularly care whether we save any money, and that gotten us all in a lot of trouble, but this is how the world works. So these are ease purchases. This is what we do, is we make easy purchases. So basically, all we do when we're creating digital information products is we package up info that other people want, and we sell it for a premium price. Now you've heard about low ticket pricing, and I'm going to give you low ticket pricing as well, but it's not going to be the same type of low ticket pricing. There's a little bit of a disclaimer here, and this is what I want to talk about. And this is super, super important for everyone to understand when you get into this marketplace. There's all this junk, if you're in the MMO niche, where people will tell you, they will flat out tell you that this price right here, 47 bucks, 97 bucks for an ebook, doesn't work anymore. They're going to tell you that expensive ebooks are dead. When you want to know something, and it looks like a Ferrari, will you pay 47 bucks for it? Of course you will. So what I'm going to encourage you not to do is operate in the world with a Pinto. Because this is what you do. When you sell your services, or you put a low barrier of entry down for people at $1, at $4, at $8, these are the customers you're going to get. Now in my niche, I don't know about the dog. No, you know what? In any niche, if anybody has $4 and that's it to their name, and they want to learn how to train their dog for $4, they don't want to even get the collar, they just don't have the money for that, how much do you think you can sell to these people? Nothing. But when you have passionate people with money that are interested in it, they're going to continue to buy stuff. And this, which by the way I'm going to show you, this is just low. One of the studies that I did on this, one of the case studies, is I actually take a 47 product and I flip it, and a week and a half later, 2 weeks later, I sell it for 297 bucks. Took me an hour to do it that way, but understand, doing it this way will limit your ability to grow your business. And we're going to talk about numbers. Selling at this price point, you cannot pay for expensive good traffic with this and be profitable. You cannot do it. With this type of pricing, you need to rely on other people's traffic, buyer traffic. A lot of people will send it to you here, but if you want guys that are bringing you real heat in traffic, you want guys that are selling that, because they're going to get 50 to 75% of that. Everyone know how affiliate marketing works? That's buyer traffic. This works for buyer traffic. So you want to do that, go ahead. And the funnel will work. We'll follow that. There we go. So this is a good story. In high school, like we grew up pretty poor. No, we grew up really poor. But I ended up dating this girl, and her mom took 10 mil in the divorce from her dad, right? So we'd go to Walmart for my shirts, right? And I saw this Calvin Klein shirt, and she wouldn't touch it. It was like 17 bucks. She was offended. I bought 3. We then went to Holt Renfrew. Saw the exact same shirt she refused to buy at Walmart for 117 bucks, and she bought it like that. Perception. When you're selling your stuff, model it as a Ferrari. You're building it online. It takes 3 seconds and it's cheap. I'm not going to give you great cheap places to go get graphics, because I know there's the graphics designers, and I would like to make it out the door. But there are cheap places that you can find good graphics. And just always remember this, girl. The poor speaker growing up had this rich girlfriend, and she would only pay 117 bucks for a shirt. Because that's how we operate. When we see something as a Ferrari, we buy the Ferrari, especially if we can afford it. So what we're going to talk about, hopefully quickly, 2 different types of traffic. But this is where your funnel is going to start. Your funnel is going to start from traffic. Now there's cold traffic and there's warm traffic. Cold traffic will be that straight out of the gate traffic that you need to warm up. Your conversions are going to be terrible, and I've done some math on that. And without floating the boat too much, I know a bunch of guys in some seriously expensive niches, and they very rarely do above 2 to 5% conversions on cold traffic. Okay? Very rare. Unless, of course, you up the price, which is odd, but it's true. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a freebie with an opt-in. Everyone knows that, right? A freebie with an opt-in, which I'm going to cover really quick. I have more slides than I thought I did. Then you have, did I do that right? Okay, good. Your first paid offer. Now this is lower price, but again, guys, just because I say lower price does not mean you need to be below $47, whether it's an ebook or not. It's just based on the value that you add and the mindset that you have, which, by the way, one thing I want to explain really, really quickly is the way that I like to do business is in my funnel. I will give out information that works every step of the way. I will never, ever, ever shortchange anyone, ever. I just add more value. So every time they level up, we add more value. But focus on adding value all the way, stuff that works. If I get a guide that tells me it's going to do something, and it doesn't do it, I don't trust you. And I don't want what you have. And anybody who's ever built a list, have you noticed that the unsubs tend to happen faster than the subs? They just, as soon as they don't trust you, that email, they're rejecting it. So make sure that you're giving your offers everything they need. And then you're going to have a second paid offer with a higher price. We're going to break all of these down, but this is how the basic funnel goes. Now, like I said, you can break into downsells, upsells that go to downsells, and all kinds of crazy stuff. But what I want to do is give you guys just the simple basics. And then we want to work on the premium priced offer. Now, this can be coaching, and if I do have time, I do want to touch on it because I was lucky enough to be bailed out a little bit earlier. Thank you for that. But there's a few things about that I want to touch on. So your free offer, you guys can't see this, I'll read it out. You must have a big fat claim, right? When you guys are looking for something that you need, do you just want something that says, well, you might be able to lose weight in like 3 days? No, melt fat in 3 days like this stay-at-home mom did in 6 seconds a day drinking green shakes. Big, fat, stupid claims. They're important because they are emotionally charged. If you don't hit your visitors with emotion or your readers with emotion, they don't care. Because I will.
Well, you mentioned about those fat claims, right? Aren't people, oh, thank you.
Yeah, on the fat claims, that aren't people tired of these like clickbaits? They get tired of these, they're seeing these everywhere, right? And
yeah, but you're not talking about necessarily funnel sites. And in fact, I made a post on Facebook about that earlier. I can't stand clickbait. Yeah. Anyone who doesn't know what clickbait is, it's putting up sites and links on social media that Facebook won't allow in advertising. It's a site. It has this much content, add. A little more content, or it says click over and all you do is scroll.
Or you just title to say something like doctors hate this mom for like losing weight.
You might think that people are getting sick of it, but there's a reason that people are running the ads with it. Because here's what happens. As you come in to say to make money online, oh, I can't get rich in like 3 seconds. Yeah. Great, you know that, they don't. But that's what they think. So if that's the claim you use to get in, and then you can then educate and turn them into a customer that's pretty savvy with the marketplace, then that's what you want to do, right? So use the big fat claim, just make sure you can deliver. Don't be making false promises, but do something that gets people emotional. And if it starts off as the big fat claim, show them why it is possible for the big fat claim, but there's work. You can lose 10 pounds in a week, but by the way, you gotta lose that, you gotta eat better, you gotta exercise, you gotta tell them the same stuff they've heard 100 times. They're out there just looking for another magic pill. Right? So you can make the big fat claim. Now this is huge, guys. Must be useful information. I'll beat this one to the ground. Useful information. And I'll show you that actually in one of the slides I have coming up. My freebie for my product was an actual business model that you can take right now as arbitrage, do it, succeed with it, and the only reason that people showed up to my webinar to buy the paid product was because it worked. And they showed up in the drove. 70% opt-in rate for a webinar. Anybody run webinars here? Is that a good conversion rate? It's very good. So 70%. Now I wish I had it, but I don't know how to cut on the iPad, so I got stuck with missing out. But must lead back to your paid offer. Guys, if you have a freebie and there's no link to your paid offer, what's the point? Okay, if you go through all the work to create even an 8-page ebook that does have value, that does work, and you have no link to your offer, you're shooting yourself in the foot. This link is perpetuating the funnel. The reason you set this funnel up is so it's automatic, so you don't need to burn an email. So when they read it and they go back to it, they click your link, see the offer, they're like, oh, I gotta see what he said. That was a good point. So they go back, they read it, they click the link, and they probably buy again. You've heard that people don't often buy on the first contact, right? This actually makes you money on your readers. Simple PDF is enough here, guys. I like to use a full video site, which I have something I'm offering to you guys later, which will, ironically enough, have a link to it. And you guys can see that my freebies are video-based, because what I teach is stuff that actually requires a little bit of video education and screen sharing. But PDF is enough for your freebie. Okay, so The paid offer one is kind of like offering the burger and the fries. Before that, you're just offering that free coffee that McDonald's always offers, right? But they get you in and you buy that hot apple pie and you're like, okay, I'll get the burritos. Cool. So this is the next step up of information. So if you just did PDF in the first, you can get away with a PDF, but it has to have a lot more actionable content. It has to have screen clippings with arrows, and it actually has to be really, really detailed kind of stuff. So make sure that you're doing that. It doesn't need to be tons of pages. It just needs to add more value than that free offer did, yeah? Make sense? Okay, this one also must lead back to your hub. So wherever that is, for me it's my free site and my free videos and stuff like that. Wherever that is for you, if you guys got Facebook, Twitter, wherever you want to send them, just send them there. Because you always want a place that they can go, and then always link up to your next offer. So paid offer 2, this is the full meal deal. This is where we get on to video walkthroughs, PDFs, and MP3s. So they got this free how to teach your dog how to sit. Now they've moved on up, and the next one was like, okay, now watch, we're going to teach you how to get your dog to roll over. Now we're going to teach your dog how to get the phone, get the newspaper, and pour your morning coffee. We're going to do it through videos, we're going to do PDFs, and we're going to do MP3s. The more modalities you use for people, the more likely they are to use them. If I just have a PDF from you and videos that are stuck on my computer, when I'm driving to work in the morning trying to educate myself on something more than the crap on the radio, that MP3 is going to A, build your business, build your name in that customer's eyes, and your customer is going to love you for it. This must also lead back to your hub, and I'm getting down in time so I see this. Now the premium offer, this is where we've gone from like the fries and we're giving them the whole restaurant. We're going to show them how to create the whole restaurant. So you're going to do video walkthrough, PDFs, MP3s. Now since this isn't like going to be your high ticket offer, which we'll talk about in a minute, membership site and a little bit of time with you. Okay, the best way that I've found to get people actually educated and learning and producing results is some time with me. Very little time. All it takes is 15, 20 minutes. So I put on a webinar where everyone that's bought this premium price product can come and sit with me. We're gonna have a chat. What questions do you have? A little bit of content, and then I store the videos in a membership site. Make sense? Pretty simple? Okay, so, see, I told you, this on the iPad. We've got the 47 floating there. So this is the real life example of the funnel. We did that this year. Don't worry, that's actually gonna matter in a minute. Now this is a link to an offer, a webinar that we were gonna do before we did the product launch, right? So this webinar was going to recap the free guide that they get. So they're getting a free guide and they're getting a free webinar with the product before they even buy it. So as soon as they sign up, they're taken to the webinar, they're taken to a thank you page. I do that for pixels. You didn't really need to do that. You learned from Matt about pixels, but that's why I did that, is because of the pixels. So you send them to a thank you page. Then this was the next one. Oh, we got 2 there. Okay, so this was the first offer. This was sold at $47. This was a software that basically took what they learned in the PDF, streamlined it, made it lightning fast. The conversions on this were like 42% after the webinar sales. So everyone that sat on the webinar went through the PDF, they bought that. Then we sent them to the OTO, number 2. Now this was a video-based program that was all about taking the software, taking the information from the PDF, and then building that into an actual business that you can scale up. Showing you how to work it, how to set it up, and give you a bunch of different income streams that you can have. Which when you see my freebie at the end, there's some income streams in there for you as well. But this one here, I pushed it. Don't want to. Okay, so this one there, that second OTO, that was how to automate the whole thing. So once you've learned how to do it, you've got a software that automates a ton, now you know how to build your business. How about I show you how to automate it? In my funnel, you'll notice every offer is congruent with the offer before it. A lot of people will put this offer and just think, well, I got stuff to sell, so I'm going to sell it. No, every layer of your funnel has to be congruent with the very first impact. Now, if I had Facebook ads here, which Matt did a great job explaining, you would see that my image or my offer matches this page. Everything is congruent. If you're running marketing and you've got this picture of a dog standing up, and then you've got your face on the landing page of you talking about pet training, it doesn't vibe. And it is kind of funny, but this is what people do. It's not intentional, and that's dramatic, but it's little things that people will do to their business that just absolutely kill any chance that they have. So we did this launch, and I put the numbers, and I got the date, June 1st, 2015 to the 7th, 2015. We did 784 sales. Our pixel was messed up, so those weren't our conversions. Those are really good. But we ended up doing $47 per sale and $37,000 in 7 days. So that's just the 7 days. So this is just the main part of the funnel. This is showing you guys how to set that funnel up. Next part of the funnel we're actually running traffic to, and this is going to come in handy for people that might have something that they're coaching and how to kind of sell it a little bit. The problem though with what this is paid traffic. Okay, so we talked about the 2 to 5% of cold traffic. Go back. Buyer traffic is 10 to 30% easy. You can trust that every time if it's buyer traffic, and the person sending you that buyer traffic does a good job selling your offer. If they don't do a good job pre-selling the offer, they're going to be about 8 to 12%. And I know because I've been doing this for years now, which by the way, I should mention I used to be a construction worker, figured this out in my spare time. Now I want to do some quick math. Who said 20 bucks? Who said they would sell a PDF for 20 bucks all day long? Right on. So, per 1,000 views, which by the way, if you want to test traffic, test with 1,000 views. That is your base point in traffic, 1,000 views. 20 to 50 sales, I think I ran it at 50 sales at 47 bucks, is $23.50. Now if we stick with Matt's price out to price in, that's like, you're going to be spending $1,200 to get it in 1,300 bucks. Now what happens if you price it at 297 bucks and you still sell it the same, which by the way guys, conversions, they almost, you've raised your prices a few times, right? Have you seen conversions go down?
No, actually they go up.
Exactly. So, yes, someone supports me. So, what do you think is easier to get an ROI on your traffic? 2,300 bucks or $14,850?
2,300.
You did that again. You should just put the cap on. I disagree with everything. Okay, so how do we make it? Yeah, go ahead.
By buyer traffic, you mean you're paying for that traffic?
No, buyer traffic, good question. Okay, so for those of you that don't understand buyer traffic, it's people like me, the affiliates, we have lists that we worked really hard to maintain relationships with. We've even sold them stuff in the past. What happens is they get sent to these offers, right? That's part of the whole launching process. And in fact, if you want to do a product launch, there's a whole bunch more. If you want to do the big ones, like I said, we rushed the last one because I wanted these slides for you guys.
Do you ever pay for traffic initially to get people in, or how do you get?
How do you get your initial people coming in?
Okay, for this offer, both of these offers, both of these offers. This one actually that I'm going to show you for the premium price is actually going to be on paid traffic. It's going to convert at about 10% to cold traffic, which will be really good, just based on our numbers. But how we got that traffic is through launching. Now there's affiliate promotion that goes into that, which 3 or 4 days it would take for me to give you every nuance that you need to create the right funnel for that, because then you're marketing, which by the way guys, if you are marketing a product, you're going to do a product launch, there are 2 steps. Most people confuse selling to the customer as the most important step. If you don't have people to sell stuff, it's not going to work. You sell to your affiliates first, then you sell to your customers, because they're going to bring you all the traffic, right? That list was built by affiliates. So premium price, 40 people on this webinar. These stats, again, are rushed, but we sent them the same offer. Same webinar as before, only we charged them 47 bucks last time. Now we're charging them 297 bucks. So an hour of my time, there were only 40 people on the call, which means a lot of people were back and forth in that decision because there were 60 visitors. We did 7 sales, and we did those sales at 297 apiece. So for an hour of my time at a premium price, by the way, that launch took a lot of time to put together. This one took me an hour. Made $2,000. My take on that was $1,000 for an hour. We've got like 8 or 9 more webinars booked. July. So I would say this month, but this month's still here. This is setting a premium price for yourself. Conversions do not change. They're not affected. All it is in your mind. You are worth more. How much do you value? If that PDF took you an hour, how much do you want to get paid for that hour per person? If you're going to sit down and you have an expertise and you're going to invite those people in, how much would you want to get paid for that? Charge it. Just because it's automated doesn't mean that you have to do it. You have to go a lower price. A lot of people do that because they're scared. I did it for a very long time, and every now and then just to bring in some more leads, because you'll get some good coaching clients out of that. You will, oh, I totally lost my thought. Oh yeah, I'll do those little $4 offers. because they get the leads in, and then I can take people from a marketplace that's saturated with people doing $4 offers and show them how they can actually make real money and benefit the world. By the way, my business is about doing that. We're going to talk about high ticket here, I think, real quick. I totally have time. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about power funnel. I got to do that quick. Integrity in your business at all points. Even if you get in the MMO business, make sure that your business is about helping your customer first, not filling your pocket. Far too many people have this concept that because I'm in business now, I need to fill my pockets, and it's at the expense of the customer. I'm actually fighting with Hewlett Packard right now over this exact same principle. But they do say thank you a lot on the support calls. So, the power funnel. Guys, this eliminates the entire funnel that I just showed you. Sorry about that. I just want to show you guys how you can make more money using the funnel. The little funnel that you get into, guys, you can do this so many ways. And keep in mind, email marketing is part of your funnel. Okay, so I just don't want to make it too complex. You need those tiers of offers. But if you want to get rid of all that other stuff and you just want to go into profit because you have something you can sell for $297, video site, I don't know what it is. If you've got it to sell it, do it. Facebook ads to the offer, Penguin, and this is going to save you all the hard work and starts you off at premium pricing. Facebook ad, landing page, there. But what we did is we tested ours first with other people's traffic. So now I know my numbers. I can go out and run this all day long, every day, and get $3 to $4 back per dollar that I spend on Facebook. Make sense? I would encourage you all start very, very low. So what I want to talk about, because I do have 6 minutes left, is I want to talk a little bit about big ticket. There's some really cool sales stuff that went on here, and I resonate with absolutely everything. All about, I don't sell. I haven't sold anything. I think we did $2,500 package. We did 80 people through my Facebook group last year. They're in there. I help them out every day. But how I sold that is I didn't sell. We did a lot with no pitch. But we used that exact same method where you get them in on a free strategy call, let's see how we can help. And what I did is I put myself in the back pocket and I thought about how I can help this person. Now, when they get on the phone with me, and try this with your selling, sit them down right at the beginning and say, hey, just so you know, there's going to be a decision that needs to be made at the end of this call. But first, before you get to make the decision, I need to interview you and get to know more about your business. Once I've decided that I think we can move forward, I'm going to give you my offer. If you like that offer, it's going to be a yes or no today. Does that work for you? Yes, it does. Okay, great. And then you start talking, you get into helping. Questions, guys. I don't have the template for you here. I think I might go over it here. Questions about the business. When you want to sell big ticket, which, by the way, is so much easier than everything I just explained to you, which is why that was an awesome speech, I think. Presentation. I just got the signs on, it's a stopwatch. When you're selling your big ticket, just make sure that it has absolutely nothing to do with you. It's as odd as that sounds. Once you become about the customers, and guys, if you choose to do the whole funnel into a big ticket offer, the whole thing should be all about you helping them. So you're building value every step of the way. So what's the natural conclusion that people are going to draw? If you could do this with videos, what could you do next to me? How could you help me? So if you have a product or service that you want to sell online, consider that when you're thinking about them. I'm going to be the only person who went under, and if you tell any of my clients that, they will be shocked. So yeah, I mean, guys, that's pretty much everything. I wish I could ramble on more, but I didn't, like I said, I had to recreate the slides, so I'm pretty much done right now. Key, just make sure that you guys focus on premium pricing, do proper funnels, but do not settle for junk, and always make sure that you're providing your customers with something that works, whether it's free or whether it's not, because trust matters. And once people trust you, they will buy anything you do because there's that level of trust, and when you can trust someone, you'll pay. Hang out with them.
Awesome, let's give Bill a round of applause.